Hello, hey boy, what's up? My boy Adam here with me today.
Please don't ever talk like that again.
Today we're gonna talk about video games. Talk about video games.
This is the College Gamers Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the College Gamers Podcast for what's today? Sunday, the 4th of June. I'm Mike. Who you're also hearing is not Taft. It is Adam. He is physically in the studio here with me because Taft is in Ireland, and boy, I wish I was there with him.
How dare you take the pun? The puns are my job.
I thought the plan was for me to say it in the intro. I don't know.
It is, but I had to make a joke about you telling a pun.
I see. Okay.
There we go.
That makes a lot more sense. But yes, our good friend Adam is in the Ireland. Not Adam, Taft. Mixing up the names.
Come on, you've gone 2 shows without mixing us up. You had to ruin it as soon as he goes away.
Of course. Well, it's just something to remember him by. But yes, Taft is over across the pond in Ireland digging up castles or whatever. What is he? He's not archaeology, he's anthropology.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, whatever anthropologists do, digging up stuff. But we are here recording a podcast talking about video games. Very excited about E3 next weekend. Adam, are you excited?
I am, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch all of it because I will be very busy next week.
It's a lot. It is one of the few times where if you're doing a video game podcast, you're working overtime. You're catching up. Constantly making notes. I'll probably be watching them while at work or like listening or trying to do something to keep up with what's going on.
And if my internet cooperates with me, because you remember last year where I was saying like company after company, my internet didn't work for this. My internet didn't work for this. Yeah. Oh, I caught Nintendo.
I remember that. Good times. Little did we know back then that you would actually be on the show. Okay, so let's move on from Taft. I hope he's having a good time over there. And to you saw Wonder Woman?
I did.
How was that? It's not exactly a video game, but just touching on this, how was it?
I mean, there's pretty much just a pattern to the DC movies now. I mean, they're okay, but Marvel's just in the limelight with the movies.
I gotcha. Well, they were there first, and I think DC is just trying to play catch up. But
oh yeah,
I mean, DC makes pretty good games though. Injustice 2, it looks good.
Yeah, they do, but I mean, they should at least try a little more with the movies. I mean, just good on them for having these movies and bringing these characters to life on the big screen. Mm-hmm. But I mean, like Batman versus Superman. I mean, that was something everyone wanted to see, and they tried to cram 3 major things into one movie.
They did. But like I said, their games are good, from what I understand. I mean, the story behind Injustice is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't see Marvel making good video games, but
unless they're the Lego ones.
The Lego ones are good. And before we actually get to the news this week, one more thing, because E3 is so dense. So last year we tried to do one big episode to talk about everything, and that was a mess.
It was like an hour and 45 minutes or more.
Yes, but that was the first time we'd ever covered E3, I think. So this year we're going to try to space it out a bit more and do a daily show each day of E3, which runs from Saturday to Tuesday. So I think about 4 episodes. Try to keep them within an hour, like 20, 30 minutes, I'm thinking. Like, it depends like what happens, if something really big happens.
Yeah, like how much content is in each one.
Exactly. Adam, you might not be able to make it all for all of them. I hope you do.
Me too.
Be a lot of fun. It's a lot of stuff. But yeah. So that's the plan for next weekend. So don't expect one show, expect mini shows.
Expect the unexpected.
Exactly. But let's expect the news.
And now for the news.
Solid transition there.
Thank you. All right, this week, let's start off with some changes in the Overwatch PTR. Has the community worried? As Roadhog, they're not calling it a buff. They're not calling it a nerf. But it's definitely a nerf. So right now, the changes to Roadhog in PTR include his head hitbox being reduced by 20%, which is good, because that increases survivability, makes his head harder to hit, makes him harder to kill, those kind of things. But here's where things get a little iffy. His shotgun, the damage is being reduced by 33%.
Oh.
So by a third. But they're increasing his rate of fire by 30% and increasing the mag size from 4 to 5.
Okay.
So he's doing less damage, but he can shoot more. And
you think that would benefit more, or what do you think that'll do?
Here's the thing. There is a very popular combo with Roadhog where you hook people to pull them in, shotgun, and then melee. This can kill a lot of characters pretty instantly, including Lucio. Tracers are pretty weak. Soldiers, and she maybe not Soldier. I'm pretty sure Soldier can be killed by this combo. And it's a very popular combo, and like the professionals really enjoy it. And it's part of his character.
Okay. What
this does is they have nerfed that combo while still keeping his damage per second the same.
Okay.
Because they're nerfing the shotgun, that hook shotgun melee combo, the shotgun does less damage. So now he can't kill characters like Lucio. Which, if you don't play Roadhog, I can understand where you're coming from, because like, I hate when Roadhog hooks me and kills me. It's kind of unfair, because if you make the hook shot, they're dead unless they can escape somehow.
So you'd have to do like a hook double shot or double melee.
Yeah, but instead? by then they're retaliating, and like Lucio can boop you away, Farrah can rocket off. So there are issues with that. But here's the thing: a lot of people are saying that this doesn't feel like Roadhog. Because what this does is, it's been described as, this turns Roadhog into a really fat Torbjorn or Reaper. Because they both use shotguns, but they're smaller, more agile, don't do as much damage. While Roadhog is a tank. He's a big guy, has a big shotgun, and he does a lot of damage, but he does it very slowly.
Okay.
And so he's more of he's like lug in there, hook, melee combo. I think I've been talking about. So the community is very unhappy with these changes because it's being seen as a nerf. But as someone who plays Roadhog, it's like my second most played character. I'm not happy with this. Like I would not like to see this go into a live game. It's only in PTR, so they still have time to change it. But that's how I feel. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I can't see where that's coming from.
Yeah, I rest in peace, Roadhog. If this becomes true, I don't want it. Anything, you don't play Overwatch, but
I don't, but I do understand the pain of sudden like nerfs or changes, because like way back when Smash Bros got a huge update, so many like it changed practically every character's combos. Like I'm pretty good with Luigi. One thing it did with Luigi is it like changed the direction of like when you throw a character, like when you down throw a character, it changes direction.
Yeah.
So like the plumbers, Mario and Luigi, most of their combos come from throws. So when you throw a character, if you change the direction of that throw, that changes the entire combo.
I understand that. Yeah, but let's move on to Tekken.
Yeah, so I thought this one was pretty cool because I got a Tekken 7. I got a chance to play this at Comic-Con back in January, and at the time, it was it wasn't in consoles in America. It was only in arcades. You could only play it on a console in Japan. So like they said that like you can only play this in Japan, so you might as well play it now. So I don't really play fighting games like this. This is more like a Street Fighter type game. But I just went ahead and played it because they're like, hey, you can only play this in Japan, but you can play it here. Okay, I'll play it here. So but now it actually is. You actually can get it now. It's on console and PC. You can get it on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It's $60 for the standard edition. If you want a digital deluxe edition, it's $85, and $150 for a collector's edition. But you cannot. Sorry, Mike, you can't get the collector's edition on PC.
What? Why is that?
That is a very good question, but
that's lame.
Yeah, they did change it up a bit from the arcade version. I'm guessing it's like the old arcade machines, like Pac-Man used to be on or something like that. They did make a few changes, like some customization options. They got a few new stages and new characters. Interestingly enough, also Akuma from Street Fighter. Interestingly enough, I didn't know he was in there. Actually, he plays an important role in the story mode, apparently.
Really?
I did not know that.
This looks... I'm not big on fighters. I feel like you play one, you play them all. This looks like Street Fighter.
It basically is. I played it. It's got the same layout. It's a side by side. You're on the ground. It's got some of the same Street Fighter mechanics.
Exactly. But that's all fighters. I'm sure what changes the story. And the story looks kind of cool. Something about how like he's trying to defeat his father, and his father like killed his mother or something. I don't know. I've never played Tekken. And I'm not too enthralled by the story, but that's pretty cool. Is it any idea if it's coming to the Switch?
I don't think so. It didn't say, but I don't think it is.
I got you. Because there's been talks about Street Fighter coming to the Switch, right? We have the classic Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's it, but if they do anything else with fighters like this, I think they might get like Street Fighter 5 or something.
I got you. All right. That's pretty cool. Moving on to Middle-earth, Shadow of War has been delayed by 2 months. So
Game industry's favorite word.
Delayed, yes. Shadow of War is being delayed to October 10th, with the original release date being August 22nd, which is a 7-week delay. Which, okay, in video games, that's actually not that bad. You know, looking at Fractured But Whole.
Yeah, for some.
Yeah, Fractured But Whole.
Oh yeah, Fractured But Whole's been delayed like 3 times already.
Yeah, it's been pretty huge. I mean, it's almost every game gets delayed at least once. You know.
That pretty much is the standard now, yeah.
Yeah, because I know Red Dead I think just got delayed. We talked about that like a week or two ago. Probably Battlefront got delayed. Never mind. We don't know that. Never mind. But anyway, it's being delayed by 7 weeks. They say the reason for pushing the game back was to ensure the highest quality experience. So when I hear that, I hear, we gotta fix the bugs in the PC port.
Yeah.
Because when a game gets rushed out, it's always a PC that suffers. So they said that we will get more at E3. Developer Monolith said that we're going to see some changes to the Nemesis system and how character actions affect relations between characters in the game. And they're going to start showing that off at E3, and that should be fun.
Okay.
Seeing more of that, because I played the first one, and the Nemesis system was a lot of fun. Seeing how I assassinated people, how I defeated certain characters, changed the hierarchy of the enemy army. And how inside they kind of fought among themselves, and I could influence that. And it's gonna be really cool to see them expand on that and see what other damage can I do by defeating enemies.
Yeah.
So it should be a lot of fun, and I'm excited. But 7 weeks, it stinks that it got delayed, but
I mean, would you rather wait longer and get a better game, or would you rather them rush it and it be like maybe not a bunch of bugs, but still be like buggy?
I would rather delay and get a good game. Yeah. Let's move on to Star Wars Battlefront.
This one actually caught my attention because this one looks really cool. So evidently at E3, they're doing something different with Star Wars. So Electronic Arts, they revealed in one of their blog posts that the developer of Star Wars Battlefront 2 said that they're going to show off the Assault on Theed at E3. And what this is going to feature a 20-player versus 20-player battle set in the world of the prequel trilogy. So live at E3, it'll be 20 people versus 20 people in a giant Battlefront battle.
That sounds like fun.
Oh yeah. So the official description with it mentions some of the stuff of the battle. Some of the things that occur, it's going to be in the capital city of Naboo, and it's going to feature, oddly enough, Darth Maul and Rey. Which, I mean, that's cool, but I mean, Darth Maul's all the way in Episode 1 and Rey's in Episode 7.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, are they confirming that Snoke is Darth Maul?
Actually, funny enough, a popular theory is that Mace Windu is Snoke.
What?
Yeah,
okay,
it was
that's
really
because
cool.
they're both bald. I don't believe that.
That is one of the things. Is because he's bald. When he shocked him, that's why he's so wrinkled and deformed. And then, like Jedi can survive really far falls. So I mean, Windu could have survived that fall.
Interesting. That seems really far fetched. But
It's probably not gonna happen. But if that happened, that'd be really cool. And even Samuel L. Jackson even said, "Yeah, I'd love to be in the new Star Wars."
That's pretty cool.
So I mean, that probably won't happen. But how cool would that be?
That'd be very awesome.
But yeah. Yeah, this is going to be broadcast on Saturday, June 10th at 12:30 Pacific time, which is that's 2:30 us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that's about it. Battlefront 2 is set to launch in November for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Let's hope that, I mean, if it has to get delayed to make it better, sure, but let's hope that it's good enough already.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't think they delay Star Wars because they want it to come out at the same time as the next Star Wars movie.
Yeah, the new Star Wars movie comes out around Christmas, so if they have to delay it, it would only be like a few weeks.
It won't be. Yeah,
they can't afford to delay it if they want it to be around movie time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited for this because, first of all, in the original Battlefront games, Naboo was one of my favorite maps.
Oh yeah,
That map was a lot of fun. I'm excited to see this because it shows that the game is polished, and of course, the multiplayer would be done first.
Oh yeah,
because that's what everyone plays the Star Wars games for, is the multiplayer. I'm really excited for this story. I think we get some more explanation of what the story is and like some of the characters we're gonna be playing.
that's what I'm thinking.
At E3 as alongside this multiplayer thing, but it's gonna be really fun. And I wonder how much the graphics will improve between the last game we got and the one we're getting now, because it's only been 2 years.
The trailer did look pretty good as far as the graphics go,
but they didn't seem too much of an improvement over the last game.
but at least a small like marginal notice.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah, of course. Just because like technology gets better over time, but it's not going to be like super like a super jump in technology. I want to see how the multiplayer plays, because have you played the new Battlefront game?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think if I ever played it at like one of my friend's house, but I don't think I have.
It was rather bland in my opinion. The maps were large, yes, but I found that it still felt very linear. They always kind of funneled you to one point to take. Once you got that point,
Yeah, like the old Battlefronts, like you capture the point and stuff like that.
yeah, except there wasn't as much freedom. Like those, I consider those more open world than the game we have now, because you could go capture any point you wanted.
Oh, you had to capture specific points one at a time?
Yeah, you had to do like this point, then this point, then this point.
Okay.
And that it turns these really large, beautiful open world games into very linear, just like shoot 'em ups, And that's why I was really disappointed. Like I found that I would play 40 minutes and be bored of the game. It was really pretty, and trust me, indoor was gorgeous. Like how well all the foliage was, the shadows, everything. It was really pretty. But the game was rather boring.
Yeah.
The gameplay, there wasn't a lot to expand on. Once you played the first 20 minutes, you kind of knew the experience you're going to get. So I'm really hoping they fix it in this game, because they've had 2 years to work on it.
Yeah. Plus they added a story. Like the other one didn't have a story, did it?
No, the other one's just straight multiplayer, and the multiplayer was bad to begin with.
Okay.
I wouldn't say bad. It was just dry.
Yeah.
It was kind of wash and repeat. Let's move on to Kerbal Space Program. Take-Two has actually acquired the game. Just so you know, Take-Two also develops GTA, Civ, and XCOM, and they announced that they'd be acquiring Kerbal Space Program. Okay. Take-Two now owns the IP for Kerbal Space Program, but Squad, the original developers, will still be developing the game.
Okay.
They're not doing some transfer development. Apparently, according to Squad, Take-Two has been wanting to acquire the game for some time, and they're happy to let them take it, because this allows them to have the extra resources provided by Take-Two, experienced developers, and probably more money for development. But just because someone has bought the game or bought the IP doesn't mean anything has changed. They are still upholding their promise that anyone who bought the game before April 2013 gets all updates and expansion free, which includes me, because I've had this game since alpha. So that's still really cool. And the community has been rather neutral about this, because Kerbal has a special feeling. Like it is very scientific. It is very engineering intensive. So
yeah, it's not necessarily a game. It's like you're actually trying to get a rocket up into space, right?
Exactly, but it is still fun at the same time. It is still like trying to build the wackiest, stupid shit to fly that you can, and it has this special feeling that you don't get in a lot of games. Like it's kind of found its own character in a way. So people are concerned that by Take-Two acquiring them, that they're going to try and take the game in a certain direction that's going to ruin it. And I have these concerns. I don't want Take-Two to be like, okay, now we have this game, let's make it more serious. Let's just make it all serious as we can, make it like an actual game. And
Squad still develops it, right?
Exactly. But because they own the IP, they might have some ability to change the direction they want to take the game.
Okay.
And that's something a little concerning. But let's see. I had something about this. It was I forgot. They own the IP, but they had the extra resources. Whatever. It wasn't a super important point, I don't think. But I'm really excited about this game, and I'm excited about the go, because I want I have concerns that this might not be the best thing for the game, but it's always a good thing to show that like this little game that started as an indie project has exploded and been bought by a company that owns developers of GTA. That's really big.
See, I'm thinking they wouldn't change it too much because they still want the community like to be itself.
Of course.
But yeah, this would work out because now they've got more money to like put back in the game and make it even better.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I just remembered the reason why Take-Two wanted to buy it. The CEO was talking about it, and they said that they've been under monetizing Kerbal Space Program, and they think they can help improve how much money it makes, and that was concerning to me. I don't want them. They have this promise to keep things free for people who bought the game before April 2013. Like I don't want Take-Two to come in and like have them break that promise, and I have to spend like $20 on that game because I've been supporting it for a very long time, and that had me a little concerning. I forget where the interview was taking place. I think it was with PC Gamer, or it's probably with IGN because IGN is like talks to everyone. I don't know, but yeah.
Like what do you mean pay for?
What do you mean?
Like
because it was free, or because I bought the game before April 2013, I get all expansions and updates free. But I don't want Take-Two. Take-Two is talking about how they under monetize Kerbal Space Program, and they think they can help make more money from the game. And I don't want them to make Squad break the promise of charging people who bought the game before April 2013.
Like just for the expansions or like a monthly fee or something?
No, just for the expansions and stuff.
Okay.
It's not like a subscription or anything. But yeah. That's it. And good luck to those guys because they have a great game. And I would hate to see it. I hit a back button somewhere and my email's here, not show notes. Let's just move on to because E3 is next weekend. Let's talk about E3.
Help, it's happening.
All right, E3 is next weekend, people, because help, it is happening. Let's just talk about some E3 predictions because that's really the big thing that's happened this week. And news was kind of slow because everyone's ramping up. So we kind of have we have the schedule for presentations and conferences for the weekends. Let's just you want us to go through each developer or each developer and kind of talk about what we expect from each person?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's start off with EA. So I'm assuming they're gonna like have some sort of dumb game or not break something or not fix something, you know. be terrible, that's what EA is good for. But other than that, I think Star Wars is gonna dominate their talk.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
Yes, I think we're gonna get a lot of like we already know we're gonna get some Battlefront 2 talk.
Yeah.
Because of the Naboo battle, and I think we're gonna get story. I think they're finally going to show off, because remember last year they had that video talking about how all their different studios were building some sort of Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I think so.
And, like, it showed off all sorts of different things, and for 3 seconds it flashed some sort of third-person Star Wars game where the guy was crawling out of the cantina, and it was on, it looked like, what's the desert planet? Is it?
Are you talking about Tatooine or Jakku?
Tatooine.
Or Jakku, because there's 2 desert planets.
For sure it's Tatooine. Like, those could basically be the same planet. They look exactly the same. But
we probably just triggered so many Star Wars fans.
Triggered! But anyway. I hope we see that game is, because I saw 3 seconds of it, and it looked like it had a lot of potential, because he was waking up, crawling out of a cantina, and like these TIE fighters just fly over and shake the ground, and it looked really cool. This is something that's always kind of stuck with me for some reason. I hope we see more of that. But I think they're going to talk about just Star Wars. We will probably get some sort of sports talk, like in the sports game.
Yeah, I think this says something about the new FIFA or something like that.
Yeah, maybe an expansion or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be fun. What are you thinking, Adam?
I think primarily it's going to be Battlefront 2 because that's what's coming out, plus the new Star Wars movie. So since they'll coincide with that, that'll probably dominate it. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm excited to see what this new, or if it's going to be a new Star Wars third-person shooter would be.
Do you think we're going to get a mobile game?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because they showed off some...
Do you think that would be a good idea?
Okay, I know there's already a Star Wars mobile game where it's kind of like Clash of Clans, except it's Star Wars basically.
I think my brother has something like that. It's like online with people. You get in guilds, you do raids and missions and stuff.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure what it's called. But
You basically like own a base. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
My phone's across the room. I'd look it up right now, but I don't have it. Here we go. You know what? Sitting in front of me, everyone, is the internet, also known as Chrome, and I can quickly search Star Wars mobile game. No, how do you spell mobile? Why am I mobile game? There we go.
Computer science major, everybody.
Yes. All right, games and apps. What game?
Oh, it's Galaxy of Heroes.
Galaxy of Heroes. Yes, and it's that game where like you own a little base. Is that what you're talking about?
I think I've never had the app.
You never had it? I played it for a little bit just because it's Star Wars. I might as well try it out. And
all you have to do is slap Star Wars on something and people get it.
Exactly. But it was imagine Clash of Clans. Now, instead of some weird Viking dude talking to you, it's R2, and that's kind of what it is.
Okay.
So like you know the experience you're getting. I played it for like 2 weeks, and it started asking for money to like make stuff speed up, and I was like, no. Stay away from my wallet, you vile app. But no, I love Star Wars, but I'm not giving you my money. But that was fun. I don't know what else they would do. I don't know what else you would do for Star Wars other than like some bejeweled Star Wars game where you have to match R2's head 3 times.
What would be the point of that?
I don't know. That's exactly the point. What else would you do?
I think that's really all like EA is gonna really center on.
Yeah, is probably that's their strongest thing right now. Maybe, you know what? I think they might talk about Mass Effect.
Oh yeah,
either a DLC or they're not gonna start showing off the next game already. It's way too soon. But probably something with Mass Effect. What else do they do? And sports games, whatever. You want to move on to Microsoft?
Sure.
So here, what do you think Microsoft's gonna do, Adam?
Oh, I mean, obviously, like we've been talking about it forever. They're obviously gonna like give us the new stuff on the Scorpio and stuff like that.
Of course, I think we get a release date and price point.
I think, yeah. I mean, that'd be what I think they're gonna do, but there's the chance that they wouldn't. Like they're still.
They have described the Scorpio as the most powerful console released as of 2017. So that makes me think it's going to be a 2017 release, and they're probably going to release it in November in time for like the holiday season.
Yeah, if they do it in 2017, it's definitely going to be November because November is video game month.
Exactly, and they've been teasing it for a year now, or almost. I remember last E3 they were talking about Project Scorpio, or what did they call it back then?
I think they did call it Project Scorpio.
Maybe Scorpio just stuck, but I think they have to give us a release date. If they don't, they're dragging it on way too long.
So you would think, but what was that game that they said they had like a 4-year release window?
Oh, Cyberpunk 2077 or something?
So, yeah.
Yeah. But I think we get that. Do you think we get Halo?
I think they mentioned it's definitely not Halo 6, but I think they definitely are doing something on Halo, but it's not Halo 6. I'm thinking like Halo Wars 2, maybe like extra content or DLC.
I can see that. Why not Halo 6? Just because they said they're not working on it yet?
I think they are working on it. Like, there's probably guaranteed going to be a Halo 6, but I think they've said that there's guaranteed not going to be anything related to Halo 6 at this E3.
I gotcha. Ah, well, darn. Well, there goes our speculation. Damn you, Microsoft, and your things.
I mean, there's a chance that they change their mind at the last minute, but most likely it's going to be... Most likely it's probably Halo Wars 2.
They just flat out lie. So we know Halo 6. Guess what, guys? We have Halo 6 is ready to play. Before we move on, I think it wasn't too long ago when Microsoft talked about how they're making a really cheap VR headset. Not the HoloLens, it's something else. But I think we get some sort of talk about Xbox Scorpio and either Oculus Rift or not HTC Vive or like Microsoft's VR stuff. I think we get VR for the Xbox, and that runs on the Scorpio horsepower.
That would be interesting to see because they're hyping it up. Because like you said, they're hyping it up to be the most powerful console today. So if they put VR on that, what would that look like?
it would look. They would not make they're not going to go PlayStation's route and build their own VR. I know Microsoft has a VR headset. They talked about like some conference I think a few months ago where I'm just going to Google it again. Microsoft VR headset. What are they called? Oculus. They had something. Yeah, here it is. Microsoft shows off VR headset with Asus and Dell. They're these really cheap tiered VR headsets. They weren't very pretty looking, but they weren't super expensive. Here they are. Yeah, they look like really bad.
See,
but,
you say cheap, but what's the quality? Because when you hear cheap, it's the quality is not necessarily
exactly, but it's entry level. Now they could easily do something where Asus and Dell, like Dell builds a cheap one, Asus builds a more expensive, nice one. So anyone can use anyone can get in and use the entry level, or if you're more hardcore about VR, you can use like the Asus really nice one, or they can partner with Oculus Rift and bring the Oculus Rift to the Xbox Scorpio.
Okay.
I just think because VR is already on PC, PlayStation already has VR.
Yeah, that's like GameStop's #1 thing, right?
Yeah.
I was surprised to hear that.
I was also surprised, but I think because everyone's buying games digitally these days. But I think they're late to the game, and they need to catch up. I think the reason why they haven't raced the Scorpio out so far is because they know it's going to blow the PlayStation Pro out the water. I think it's the only reason why, because they both announced them at the same time. They've been neck and neck, but the PlayStation Pro has been out for a few months now. I think, it's been out for a few months, but Scorpio has yet to be released. We don't have a release date for it yet. So the reason why they're not rushing to get it out to compete with the PlayStation Pro is because they know it's going to win. And they have something up their sleeve. It's going to be some sort of VR, I'm sure.
I can see that.
What was the PlayStation Pro's release date? I should know this off the top of my head. This is the episode where I Google a bunch of shit.
This is what happens when we don't have Taft.
I Googled PlayStation 4 Pro release date. It gave me December 3rd, 1994.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds exactly what I wanted. Thank you. So useful. Anyway, it is out. When did it? Are you going to tell me a release date? Like when it came out? No, Sony, you're too busy looking to the future rather than the past and tell me when it came out. Anyway, it is out. We know that. They gotta play catch up. Okay, but just so you know, Adam, it definitely came out before 1994.
I mean, I would hope so. I wasn't even in existence then.
Me neither. Oh, geez. Anyway, let's move on to Bethesda. All right, Adam, give me the sad news. Like a Band-Aid.
So unfortunately, with Bethesda, there may not be any Elder Scrolls or Fallout.
Yes, and I think they've hinted at this, that they're not going to be talking about anything. I think it's too soon for a Fallout, because Fallout 4 came out like last year.
Or was it 4 or 5?
It was 4. Fallout 4. I don't think Fallout 5 has come out yet.
Okay.
So Fallout 4 came out last year. And then, was it last year or the year before? Gosh dang it. Let's just do.
Was it like late 2016?
I think it was late 2016, because it was either, I think at last E3 they were either teasing the game or they were teasing one of the DLCs for the game. I don't remember which. Okay, it came out 2015, so it's been 2 years. Okay, so last year they were talking about one of the DLCs. The year before that it came out. It's been 2 years. That's too soon for a new Fallout, so I don't think we get that. Elder Scrolls Online just got an expansion, so I don't think so. Scrub the Elder Scrolls, right?
Yeah,
but we get either of that. So there's no Elder Scrolls, there's no Fallout. What does that leave, people? What else do we have to grasp on? They give us straws to grasp upon. I think ESO. I think we get details for next expansion, or at least something to keep that momentum going with the game.
Maybe, but yeah, it's not going to be much for Elder Scrolls, because I mean they just did Online, and I think they just did I remember seeing somewhere like a trailer for like a remake of Morrowind.
Yeah, the Morrowind expansion just came out like I think this week or last week.
Something like that, yeah.
It just came out. So if there is anything Elder Scrolls related, it's going to be ESO. So I think because they probably had their whole team working on that expansion. I don't think we get a new Elder Scrolls game. I think they're going to talk about Elder Scrolls Legends because that just came out, and I think it might still be in beta, but I think it was fully released. It's on
That's
Steam
the mobile
now.
card game, right?
Yes. Actually, no, it's just the card game. It's only on desktop. I think they're going to talk about the possible release on mobile. I think we get a mobile release date for Elder Scrolls Legends.
Okay.
Because that's where Hearthstone really exploded was on mobile. I think Gwent is eventually going to be on mobile. I think that's obvious. I think it's only a matter of time until Elder Scrolls Legends go to mobile. And I think we'll get a release date for that. I think Bethesda shows off a new game. What it is, I don't know, but I know they have some stuff brewing in the pots back there because I can smell it in my room from the kitchen. But I think we get a new game. I don't think it's a remake. I don't think it's a Doom remake or like something similar to that. I think it's a brand new IP. Because I know they've been talking about that.
What do you think it'll be?
Here's the thing. They have mystical old covered by Elder Scrolls. They have futuristic apocalyptic covered by Fallout. There's not much in between them to play with.
That's really where they excel. Unless
they want to do futuristic apocalyptic magic dragons. instead of the dragons being magical.
What? That actually sounds pretty cool. I'm not sure how it would work, but that sounds pretty cool.
That does sound like a lot of fun. Because it doesn't really leave a lot. That covers a lot of the basics, you know? You get your guns in one game, you get your bows and arrows in the other. You have energy weapons in one, you have swords in the other. What left is there to do other than they want to do like an RTS maybe?
If they do something new, it's for them it's gonna be like entirely new, like not just a new game, like a new idea or a new branch off.
A new IP basically.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's an RTS because Bethesda's never really made an RTS. Maybe it's whatever it is, I'm sure the story's gonna be great because they have good storytellers.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to see what they have. I think we get a new game. I will place bets on that right now. New game. Let's move on to Ubisoft. Obviously, Assassin's Creed.
I mean, of course.
They have teased Egypt, and they haven't teased it. We've had leaks of Egypt for the past few weeks now.
Yeah, that's confirmed. Plus, it's Origins. Like Origins is the official title.
Oh, really? That was confirmed?
Yeah, isn't it? Hasn't it been confirmed that Origins is the?
We might have talked about that in the last episode, but we're gonna get Assassin's Creed. We're gonna get either trailer or
gameplay.
It
says set to be Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah, we either get gameplay or we get a trailer, preferably both. I would love to see a trailer. That's only a matter of time. We get Far Cry gameplay.
Yeah,
because they gave us a trailer already. I think we get gameplay for the game, and I think they tell us what the hell is going up with the Fractured Butthole. I don't know what that game. Are they all sitting around in the circle singing "Kumbaya" as something?
Maybe their own buttholes have been fractured.
You know what? If the game is delayed one more time, I think that's what's going to happen to them. I think corporate's going to go down there and show them what's what. I have no idea I think they're going to make a joke about how many times it's been delayed. Like at this point,
it's South Park. They have to.
At this point, they're going to be like, "Yeah, it's been delayed. We're really sorry, guys. I knew we were here last year talking about it, but we're here again.
We were too busy killing Kenny."
Exactly. It's only a matter of time. I think we get a final release date and that they promise it. Sony,
I mean, they've promised it every time so far.
What do you think? Oh, you know what? Maybe a Steep DLC?
I could see that.
Steep just came out. We already have, they already had like a day one DLC, or maybe that was a special like pre-order bonuses. But I think we get some DLC, some new area or something.
Yeah, maybe something with like the sports games or something.
Exactly, because Steep just came out like this year. I think it's time for a DLC. Why people are still playing it?
Yeah.
Anything you want to mention?
Not really. I think that about covers it for Ubisoft.
Cool. Let's move on to Sony. Call of Duty, World of War game.
If they have a hand in that, then I think so. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Call of Duty used to be really big with Microsoft, and then at some point they sassed Microsoft and moved over to Sony. So I think if someone's gonna show off the new Call of Duty game. It's gonna be Sony. Sorry, Microsoft. They're like it's like Taylor Swift and one of her ex-boyfriends or something, you know.
But I mean, they didn't make like 3 albums off of like one moment.
No, instead of albums, Call of Duty just makes games. It's more violent breakups, you know, lots of shooting and stuff. But
I'm going emo. We're going to the future.
But Call of Duty, that's really all I can. Sony, they have the new console release. They don't have new hardware to show, unless they show off an improved VR headset, maybe.
Call of Duty's really all I can think for them.
I really can't. And I mean, I'm sure they're gonna show off something else. Okay, here's the thing: you have these press conferences. They don't only show off the major titles behind.
Yeah, you've got to like. There's the meat, but you've also got to have some potatoes there.
Yes,
food metaphors.
I've never heard that metaphor before. That was perfect. But like,
you've never heard that before?
No, I've never heard that before. But okay, you have these major titles like Call of Duty, but they're also going to show off a bunch of indie games. I'm sure we're going to get some exclusives that are coming up for both Microsoft and Sony. And those are hard to. You can't sit there and think, I think this idea for a game would be a great indie game. I think Sony will talk about a game like this year. So other than Call of Duty, I can't think of any like big AAA game. Horizon Zero Dawn just came out, so unless they get like a DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn,
maybe. But it seems they could. I was about to say it seems kind of soon, but like Breath of the Wild just came out just after that, and it's it's still pretty much guaranteed that we're getting a DLC like this summer and then like Christmas.
Mm-hmm. So I think they show off a DLC, maybe for Horizon Zero Dawn. But that was a really good game. But since I haven't been able to play it because I don't have a PlayStation. I don't know if there's room for DLCs, but I'm sure.
Not sure.
Yeah, I'm sure we can figure something out. But yeah, that's all for Sony. Unless you have something else.
That's really all I have too.
All right, Nintendo. Other than
Mike just gave me a funny look because he knows I'm the Nintendo guy.
Yeah, I know this is you're gonna cover everything here. So Splatoon 2. I think maybe get some gameplay or something. Cause,
yeah, they're probably going to throw something in there.
I don't know if we have a release date for that yet. What do you think we're going to get from Nintendo?
For Splatoon 2, I would... I'd say maybe some gameplay, just like how the game works in general, I guess.
Yeah, well, okay, we already have a release date. It's July 21st.
Okay.
But I don't know if do we have, like, gameplay videos? Nope, just looks like a bunch of trailers. More trailers. That's about it.
Okay.
I don't know. What else do you think? Mario? Any Mario talk?
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. I remember us talking about that. Like E3's open to the public this year, so they're going to have. If you go there, they're going to have the demos of Mario Odyssey to play.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. We're gonna get all sorts of gameplay from that.
So yeah, I would think we get official gameplay since the demos are on display, like for people to play there.
I never understood Splatoon. Is it just like Call of Duty, except instead of blood and gore, you have paint?
You go around and you basically just paint everything in sight.
Oh, is that it? You're not actually like spraying each other?
I think you might, but basically the simplified premise is like 2 teams, 2 separate colors. You try to have the most of your color on the map as possible.
That's interesting. Have you ever played? You played the first Splatoon?
I'm trying to remember if I played it with a friend. I don't think. I myself don't have it, but I might not have played it.
I gotcha. It was like fun. If I had a Switch, I'd definitely play it, but I don't have a Switch yet.
I might. I'm not
you need
sure.
to for the show. You need to. That's Skyrim. That's Skyrim. But Mario Odyssey, I think we get more gameplay because right now we have the trailer, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you can think of?
Hopefully we get more information on the Breath of the Wild DLCs because part 1 is still confirmed to come out this summer, so like sometime soon, and then part 2 is Christmas. So we already have some details on it, but maybe like a trailer or a first glimpse, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Some explanation of what the second one is.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Because like the first one is just a few extra stuff. Second one is like new story.
Mm-hmm.
It's like something new entirely.
Maybe a gameplay trailer.
Maybe.
Or like some sort of trailer of some kind. That'd be really cool.
I'd be hoping.
Yeah, hopefully so. But anything else?
Other than that complete oddball prediction, there's nothing with this at all. But they've already guaranteed that they're going to make a Smash Bros. 5, so maybe we'll get something on Smash 5.
Because they don't have a Smash game just for the Switch, right? The Wii U has one, but...
Yeah, they said they're going to be... Like for Mario, Smash Bros, and Zelda, they said they're going to have one of those games for every single one of their consoles. Like for N64, they've got a Mario, Zelda, and Smash on that. Same for GameCube, for Wii U. And now it's Switch's turn. Switch has Breath of the Wild, and now they're about to get Odyssey. So they're working on Smash 5, I think.
I gotcha. So when you've been playing Smash, you've been playing on your Wii U?
Yeah, that's the most recent one. You can only play it on Wii U and 3DS. There's no... Like Smash 4 is not even on the Switch. It's only on Wii U and 3DS.
I gotcha. Sounds like fun. Well,
that is a complete oddball prediction. It's probably not going to happen.
You never know, man. Here's the thing. I wonder if Nintendo's Nintendo's thing is going to be open to the public, because I know EA and Nintendo, they're not at E3. They do this thing where EA opens like EA Play, which is kind of like their own mini conference at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And then Nintendo doesn't do their own thing. Instead, they do like this video conference, from what I understand. It's kind of weird. But so they're not actually at E3. They just do stuff at the same time. So I don't really see the point of like, oh, we're not going to be at E3. We're cool, but we're going to do stuff at the same time.
We're not at E3, but we're at E3.
But we're at E3. We are E3. Yeah, so I'm really interested. And like you said, like I completely forgot that this is the first E3 to be open to the public. So I wonder if that's going to change anything. I wonder if we get more gameplay from games. Maybe that's pressuring people to give us not just trailers, but people like sample games, or it will be interesting.
Yeah, I would like to see like this time, and if they do it next time, how it impacts it, because like with Nintendo, they're demoing Odyssey, so maybe in the future, if like other companies have games coming out, maybe they'll look at that and see, okay, E3's open to the public. Let's have a demo version of this game to encourage people to come to our E3 conference.
All right, next year we're getting press conferences, right? Presses. I mean, to the show, all three of us. It'd be great. It'd be a lot of fun. But let's move on to what we're playing. And hey, if anyone out there has any, if y'all want to pitch in some E3 stuff we can talk about, like what do you think we're going to see at E3? Email us, collegegamersshow@gmail.com. Tell us what you think, and tell us if we're crazy for thinking what we thought. Let's move on.
What games are we playing?
All right, I would say Taff goes first, but he's not here. You want to go first?
Sure, why not? Actually, I went back to some older games, actually. I played Halo Reach and Call of Duty Black Ops, like the first ones.
Dude, Halo Reach is a good game.
Was it a side one?
What do you mean a side one?
Like a technical side game?
Yes, it was. It wasn't the main story, because Halo Reach, like Master Chief, had nothing to do with Halo Reach.
He didn't, but Reach was the origin of how they ended up on the first Halo ring. Like, Reach was a planet, the Covenant surprise invaded,
Yes.
Reach fell, and then the people who exited out ended up on the first Halo ring.
Yes. Here's the thing. Halo. So the thing was, they were at war with the Covenant, and the two biggest strongholds for the UNSC was Earth and Reach. Reach was seen as like the strongest outpost, and they thought it was impenetrable because it had orbital mat guns. It had like these far-ranging sensors, and it was really hard. They thought it was this impenetrable fortress.
Yeah.
And the Covenant comes in and just wipes the floor with them. And that's when the UNSC really started to worry. And they activated these procedures where ships couldn't directly warp. I know it's not warping, it's like slipstream to Earth.
Subspace rupture.
They couldn't use subspace to go directly to Earth, where instead they had to do these zigzags back and forth to hide the location of Earth, because they thought Earth and Reach were both these huge fortresses, like I said earlier. And that's the story of Reach, is they thought it was this huge impenetrable wall, but it gets knocked over like it's made of cardboard.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, then they like hide on one of the streams or something, and they get teleported to Reach and all that stuff. They don't hide.
Yeah,
but
they leave
like,
in like this. Yeah, the ship was called Pillar of Autumn, and they barely make it out of Reach, and then that's the ship Cortana's on, and they make it to the first Halo ring.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. Was it Reach, or was it Because Halo 1, you go to the first ring, but you're not at Reach, are you? Is Master Chief at Reach in Halo 1?
The Reach story mode ends with Cortana's talking to the general guy, and then I think they show the ship approaching the first Halo ring.
I gotcha. Are all the Spartans still on it, or they show
There
Master
was
Chief?
of the 6 main Spartans you played throughout the campaign, there was only one left, and it wasn't Master Chief. It was a guy named June.
Oh, what happened to him then? If he was at Reach.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Master Chief was not they didn't even mention Master Chief in Reach. Like, not even when Cortana was there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think they had met yet.
They hadn't.
I feel like we're missing a key piece of the story that matches everything. I don't know. But that's a good game though.
It was.
It was a good classic Halo game. I really want, as I said, if they showed off Halo Harvest, that'd be really cool. As I've talked about in the past.
That'd be cool.
That's always a Halo game I've always wanted.
Yeah, I just hopped in and played some of that. Just did some campaign, did some firefight, and then I went to the original Call of Duty Black Ops. Just played a little bit of zombies. Got destroyed because I haven't played zombies in a long time, so I died within like a couple rounds. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the moon map is still a piece of crap.
Is it? You not excited for it to come to a new one?
No, the map moon is it's still terrible. I mean, like the concept and the mechanics are cool, but it's still a ridiculously hard map.
Oh, is this like, can zombies fly or something?
They can jump and it's like low gravity, but just the locations are bad where you have to go to like do anything, to get weapons, to get to the box, to upgrade or pack a punch weapons and get upgrades. It's just ridiculous.
I gotcha. Not fun. Or it's a lot of fun, who knows?
You think it would be, but
dude, I haven't played what zombie game, what zombie mode, or no, what Call of Duty had the zombie map where you were in the Pentagon with JFK?
That was Black Ops, and it was the map 5.
Map 5? That's the last.
Yeah,
one
the map
I ever
is
played.
called 5.
That's the only zombie game I've ever played, or zombie map. Other than that, and World at War.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the zombies. Like, I feel like it's okay.
See, it depends on which one, because the World at War Zombies was great. That gave us like the 4 original maps. And
yes.
I have those DLCs on Black Ops.
Nice.
Black Ops, its zombies was really good too. I liked how it did. Black Ops 2 was pretty good. A couple maps. And I haven't played the Black Ops 3 zombies, but I heard it was pretty bad. Mm-hmm. Especially like you having to pay for like Nuketown, and Nuketown's like an okay zombies map. But
yeah, Nuketown was a great PvP map. I don't know how great it was at as a zombie map.
I heard it was pretty bad.
I gotcha. Anything else this week?
I am finally over the halfway mark in Breath of the Wild of getting Korok seeds. I have maxed out my inventory, and I have over 450 Korok seeds. I don't know exactly how many, but I have finally reached the halfway point with those.
Congratulations. That's disgusting.
Oh, yeah. I'm just doing it because I want to get this game 100% completed before the DLC.
Oh, I gotcha. So you actually want to collect them all?
I do. It's just to say I did it, 100% completed it, because I've done literally everything else. I've gotten the Medals of Honor by killing all the mini bosses. I've gotten every side quest, every shrine, including the hidden shrines. I've done all the story. I've explored every inch of the map.
How are you finding the Korok seeds?
I've got the in the guide. It comes with a fold-out map, and it tells you where every seed is and what kind of seed it is. The problem is just getting to it and like finding its exact location. I
gotcha. Do you have to go back into dungeons and things? Or are they all in the open world?
None of them are in the Divine Beast, because once you do the Divine Beast, you can't go back into it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But the only thing in the Divine Beasts are like there's a few chests with maybe some rupees and then some extra weapons. But I mean, you can get those anywhere else in the game. There's usually another spot where you can get weapons like that.
I gotcha. Nice. Anything else?
I actually went to a tournament at LSU for Smash Bros. For Wii U.
Nice.
People actually showed up for Smash 4 this time, so that was good.
Oh, good.
I brought my stuff, so I was a setup, and it was a 6-man round robin, and I came in 4th, so I did better than I thought I would.
Very nice, because you always talk about how you get trashed over there.
I did. There were some pretty good people there, but I actually found out from one of my friends that one of the guys that I beat, he took a set off of one of the top 20 in the state, and I beat him. So that lets me know that, hey, I might have a chance against the top 20 in the state.
Yeah, you're not as bad as you thought. So congratulations.
Surprisingly.
That's really cool though that you beat someone that high up or that regarded as a master. That's pretty cool. That it this week?
That's about it for me.
Awesome. I played some Overwatch. The new season started. Compared to season number 5, I think. This is the 5th season. I've been playing.
I'm still trying to get that because I'm on Crunchyroll watching some anime things, and they show trailers for Overwatch all the time. I'm like, stop it! It's like it's teasing me because like I want to buy it, but I can't get it on my PC because it's not compatible with Mac.
Yes. And even then, I don't think your Mac could run it. To be honest,
no, absolutely not.
My laptop can't run it.
Like for StarCraft and Heroes of the Storm, I have it on like the lowest possible graphics settings.
Mm-hmm. I've been playing that. I've been playing, like when I get really frustrated at the game, I'll go and play Capture the Flag. And I'll play Roadhog, who has the best emote, which is just him sitting on the ground. So in Capture the Flag, I'll go and literally like sit my ass on our flag. And I'll just sit there, and if someone starts shooting at me, I get up and I hook him and kill him.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Well,
like,
not anymore with his nerf.
No, not yet. It's still on PTR. Hopefully, it doesn't come into the real game. But that's been a lot of fun, just because like it's a game mode where I can literally just screw around.
Yeah,
I don't have to try and win because Capture the Flags end in draws about 90% of the time.
Yeah. Like,
I rarely ever win one. I played a little bit of Battlefield. Battlefield 4, actually, not 1. Just because my friend came over, and he doesn't have 1, so we played Battlefield 4. There are still people playing that game, and the people who still play it are stupid good. Like, they're hardcore people.
Yeah, if it's an older game, people will commit. Because, I mean, you've got, like, example of Smash Bros. People still play N64 and Melee. Those people are insane because of how long that game has been out.
Yes. Okay. So I'm playing Battlefield 4, and we're on it's like Zerad 311 is the name of the map, and the map it's long, and in the center of the map there are these 2 buildings that are kind of like construction areas where they build tanks because they're big, they're empty. And
does a tank pop out like every 5 minutes or something?
No, this goddamn helicopter on the way mows me down and then pilots the goddamn helicopter through the building and flies out the other side. How? How do these people do that? I don't understand. Like, there are people who just fly the helicopters the whole game and just kill you over and over, and they pilot them so well, and I crash in the goddamn buildings all the time. The people they must play helicopters strictly. It's stupid. They're stupid good.
I've seen people with like vehicle mechanics who are just insane. Like, I've seen clips of people in GTA 5 who like they have like a homing rocket coming at them, and somehow they like pilot it like just toward the ground, and they're like barely like maneuver the plane to where the rocket misses them and hits the ground. And you hear like the people on the other end of the stream, they're like, how?
Yeah. But like, no, like it's in the same game where they'll be flying a jet and they'll jump out the jet, hit a helicopter with an RPG, and then land back in the jet. Like, people do stupid. People do stupid. Like, the game isn't exactly realistic. People do like stupid, crazy stuff with the vehicles in that game. Other than that, I played. I actually jumped in the Kerbal Space Program. I saw it in the news and was like, I missed that game because it is one of my favorite games ever. Like, it's a lot of fun, and like you can pour hours into it. It's in my top 10 list of games. But it's actually been a while since I played it, so I picked it up, and I'm still getting used to some of the new things they added. I haven't played a lot since the game left beta, so I'm still getting used to the physics a little bit. But like, it's been easy to pick back up. My old models still work. Like, still my building strategies, like with the way I add solid rocket boosters and stagings, a lot of those are still very successful.
How far are you?
Sandbox. So right now, I don't do career very much because I don't like the restrictions of like cost and components.
Yeah.
I like to do whatever I feel like doing.
Yeah.
It's more about like personal exploration rather than like, oh, gotta do this contract to send a satellite somewhere. But right now I have a satellite in orbit, and I'm currently building a space station. I had the main stage up there, but before you got here, I had to save and quit, and I currently have a refueling module on the way. It's in orbit. I just need to intersect and attach.
Okay.
But that's about it. But it's a lot of fun, but it can be so time consuming.
Oh yeah.
Like this, I'll easily put like 50 hours into building a space station. It's crazy because like you gotta time everything, like make sure the space station's like just above the launch pad, and then you gotta like fly up and arc over just enough, and then like line up your orbits so you get within like 500 meters.
I couldn't do it.
It's so time consuming. I've watched hours of videos, like tens of hours of I don't know, maybe 100 hours of videos on how to play this game. So it's been a lot of fun.
Does it still hold up?
Oh, it's even better since beta.
Ooh.
It's even better. The graphics, they're adding a lot more parts. The modding community is amazing.
What are some of the mods?
Some of the mods, like they have SpaceX mods. They've had
Is it like funny, ridiculous crap?
I actually don't know, but like it's a lot of them are extra parts. Like Soviet parts,
Okay.
Chinese parts, SpaceX parts, certain flags. The scenarios are really cool. They had some new scenarios since the last played. Like they added a scenario where you basically have to do what the SpaceX rocket does, where you have to do a vertical landing.
Okay.
They start you off as you're kind of in descent to the Kerbal Space Center, and you have to you don't have a lot of fuel, so you have to use your fuel wisely and land horizontally. And I failed that several times. Lots of explosions, lots of Kerbal deaths. It was very sad.
Directed by Michael Bay.
Exactly. And that's about it. And I think that's it for this show.
I think that's it.
Anything else you want to mention? Hope E3 is a lot of fun. That's going to be good.
Hope I can make all the shows.
Yes, me too. If anything, I'll be here by myself, and I'll see if some of my friends want to pitch in. We'll have people. We will have shows. That's a promise. At least 4, because I think, one Saturday, one Sunday, one Monday, one Tuesday. So it'll be a lot of fun. Catch those. Those will all be on the feed. And that'll be fun. And if you enjoy this show, subscribe to us on wherever you catch your podcast. Pod catchers, I think that's what they're called. I just use regular apps, so I don't know. People call them podcatchers for some reason. I really don't understand that phrase. Maybe it's because a podcast is a ball and the app is a mitten and you catch it. Who knows? I probably sound like a real noob right now. You can contact this here show at collegegamershow@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter at BlueCowz, BlueCowz. Taft's Twitter. No, Taft is not here.
Say his Twitter anyway. You already started it.
Yeah, Taft. You can find Taft at your Smooth Dog. Taft is
Taft 8.
Taft Faust 8.
I am Smooth Dog 5.
Yes. You can find us on Facebook at the College Gamers Podcast Facebook page. While you're there, find our Discord link and join us and come say hi. Come, if we could play Kerbal Space Program together, I would, but come play Battlefield 4 with me. I don't care. Or Adam, I'm sure you can find him on Smash or Heroes of the Storm. My screen just went blank. But find us on YouTube at Blue Cow, because I temporarily changed. I was trying to change my YouTube name this week, something not Mike Gallons, but then it changed my name to Blue Cow everywhere. So now my email name is Blue Cow, and I don't want people to see that because it confuses everyone. So I'm going to go change that back to Mike Gallant. Find me on YouTube at Mike Gallant. And I think that's it. Good show.
Wait, you didn't say because Google Plus is stupid.
No, because right now it's not my name, but Google Plus is still stupid.
Exactly.
Yes, that's the show. Thank y'all for listening, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Bye-bye.
Later.
This has been a Blue Cow Radio production. Find more at bluecowradio.com.
Watch Taft just suddenly appear from Ireland because I said his goodbye line.
Hey, hello guys. I've been digging up a castle. Hey.